Hi, and welcome. My name is Joa, and today we're playing a new game, Necrobarista. I'm really curious what is this game, how it looks like. So let's see. New game. What is it about? And yes. Hello. They thought of the faraway grave on the plain. They thought of the comrade who came not again. They lifted their glasses, and sadly they said, "We drink to the name of the mate who is dead." Henry Lawson. It's so bloody damp down here. I know we're in a cellar, but I don't suppose you have a window we could open or anything? Yeah, we've got a vent that leads outside somewhere. Maddie, can you open it up? Get some fresh air coming through. I'm pretty sure it's got a dumpster or something sitting on top of it right now. Besides, I'm busy. Just grin and bear it. Okay, I can already start grinning. Can we get this over with? We've done this before, old man. You know it takes a while to set up. Calm your farm. I don't appreciate your tone. Sorry. Can we get some more lights on, maybe? With all the crap you've got scattered around the place, I'd like to at least know where I'm putting my feet. Ashley, will you mind? Okay. Oh, there's three of them. Thanks. You're more organized than last time, I see. Practice makes perfect. Hey, Maddie. How much more wire do we need? I think that's enough. Great. Now, Chai? What's up, little P? I found you a chair. Ah, thank you. So, this whole thing, surely it's not legal, yeah? Many wasn't clear on that. Yes, the council found it confronting. For good reason, I suppose. Because it utterly upsets the natural order, mate. It's not just bureaucracy. Shush you. Most rules can be banned after all. And Maddie has a particular fascination with breaking rules, as I'm sure you realized. Hey, don't give her all the credit. Is it related to her gambling for time? So, the transfer. What's the same sort of magic we're doing now, yes. Small scale though. Doing it on larger scale requires a bit more preparation. The council successfully suppressed all available information about it though. For good reason. What happens if something goes wrong? Well, you don't tend to mess it up more than once. Or try it again after you fail, for that matter. Stubborn scholars notwithstanding. Why do you even call this sort of magic then? Questions irrelevant. Because it's banned. Badass? I call it badass. Well, by definition, it's can do it ritual. But looking past all the smoke and mirrors and fancy names, you can just call it necromancy. Okay, it was a prologue. Let's see. What will be next? From your hazy memories, a sudden word calls out to you. Necromancy. You try desperately to remember what it meant. Yeah, necromancy. I see it. What do you want? Death. This fragment of a memory stays with you. Piece together the past. Remember what transpired. And never forget, you are dead. Scattered, practice, discipled, callous, urban. What? Interesting. What's next? Okay. Oh, I'm playing like this? Really? Continue. Continue what? And where are we going? Oh. It can run. Terminal house rules. Okay. Terminal house rules. First. Maddie's rules. We welcome both living and dead. Patrons will serve in the order the unlock. Read. Maddie's rules. First, welcome both living and dead. Patrons will be served in the order they arrived. Second, don't ask who's alive. If someone wants you to know, they'll tell you. Third, the dead have 24 hours. Strictly enforced. 24 hours and 5 minutes is not 24 hours. No, we don't have Wi-Fi. Yes, there's no cell reception. Either and radio signals don't play nice together. Why? Fifth. Report broken items and other anomalies to staff. We can't clean up your broken glass or spatial rift if we don't know about it. Sixth. Don't feed the eidolons. They can't eat, and offering them food just reminds them of that cruel fact. Perfect. Okay, inside. Continue? Yes, of course. What? It's a coffee shop for Dead? Part 1. terminal. Carlton, Victoria, Australia 3053. Excerpts from online reviews. Pretty unremarkable coffee. Barista speaks Chinese but exclusively uses it to mock people to their faces. I'm very self-conscious about my top hat now. Absurd little girl running around cafe with knife. Unsupervised. Came down with deep sense of ennui after visiting. Was rudely told to stop being a big dweebus after complaining about burnt taste in coffee. This coffee is some of the best I've ever had. 5 stars. Disclosure, I have no taste buds. Perfect. The door closes. Maddie sighed and began cleaning a glass. She glanced up at the person who just walked in, but he didn't seem quite ready to approach the counter. Hey, maid, you right? You can see me? Yeah, clear as day. You gonna order something? I've been walking around for hours. Nobody was listening to me. I didn't know how I ended up here. I think you'll find it was the front door. He chuckled nervously and took a deep breath. Right, where am I? This dearly departed is the terminal. Carlton's finest. Departed? They say our coffee's to die for. So, I don't really know how to go about this. Ask me anything, man. It's not like you're the first disheveled and disoriented dead dude to drop in. What does everyone else ask? Well, they generally start with that one. Ah, crap. And they always say that. Then there's the embarrassed silence. Alright. I get it. You're always this mean to everyone who comes through? Or just the pitiful ones like me? Just the pitiful ones? I guess that's consistent. Always felt like people saw me as a pitiful guy. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, I promise you're right. I'm freaking sad sack. I don't even know how I died. But I bet it was pitiful and meaningless. Just like everything else about me. I'm never even gonna have a chance to make things better for myself. I'm stuck like this. Come on. And now I'm sitting in a cafe for dead people falling apart in front of the barista. Pull yourself together, my dude. He blinked and slowly came back to earth. No breakdowns in the cafe, please. I promise, man. You're okay. I know how it is. Are you? No, but I've had 100 people like you walk through the door. I'm just averagely messy. Can't even do that right. Kishan, you have 24 hours left on this plane until you have to move on to the next place. And I don't think you want to spend them having one big, long, extended panic attack. 24 hours? Ah, crap. What I'm saying is, everything's okay. Just take some deep breaths. We'll sort this out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to be a fuss. It's not like I have anything else to be doing. Don't worry about it. Are you sure? I'm kind of a burden. You're not. Chin up, mate. Let me tell you about this place. It's pretty cool. So, I first wandered in here about 4 years ago. And that's how long you've got before you've gotta move on. 24 hours. 24 hours to find out who killed you. That's probably be a good detective movie, right? Race against time. I guess. But what's the point if you have to move onwards at the end anyway? It's kinda strips it of a meaning. I don't even know if you'd care once you're in the next place. I don't know. Maybe I'm too much of a nihilist to be anything but a constant buzzkill. Yeah, I guess the pressure sounds like a lot. Honestly, I'm still wrapping my head around all this. Seems a bit outlandish, doesn't it? That's the word. I guess it'd be disappointing if you found out that you just died quietly in your sleep or something, though. Yeah, most people don't die from being murdered. It's mostly sickness, or old age, or lawn mower accidents. Well, they call them accidents, but really loads of lawn mowers are possessed by evil spirits. That's it. Wait. Hold on. You can't just drop that like it's nothing. Possessed lawn mowers? Seriously? Anything with spinning blades tends to attract them. Garden equipment, garbage disposals, blenders, they're a right pain in the ass. You can exercise the blender at least once a month. That's wild. Oh, really? So, I don't know if it's weird to ask, but is everyone in here dead? Yeah. You said that it was a cafe for dead people. Does that mean it's everyone? Or are some of these people just really into ghost cafes? That might be an oversimplification. Not everyone here is dead. But this is one of the only stopping points between here and there. So we get a lot of your type. That's also why the rent is so high. Because those vampires who own the place know we get a lot of foot traffic. Literal vampires? No, just baby boomers with lots of money. Same thing, I guess. So, to answer your question, there are 9 customers in here right now. Out of those 9, yourself included, I'd say 4 or 5 of them are just passing through on their way to the next place. How can you tell? Once you worked here for a while, you get a sort of sixth sense for this kind of thing. Gotcha. Speaking of sixth senses, I've got one for trouble. You have 2 sixth senses? Yeah, maybe it's 7. Hello, Ashley. Ashley was a young girl who adopted Maddie and Che a couple years back. Much in the same way that a puppy adopts a squeaky toy. She was ferociously smart and a budding genius, but still a kid nonetheless. Today she smells strongly of motor oil. Her right arm was coated with it. Maddie knew she'd have to help her clean it off the joint later. And she wore a look on her face that said, "I'm an invincible genius." She was mostly right about that one. And Maddie hated it. Alright, I know that look. Spit it out. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Cut the crap, kid. What do you need this time? I'm dealing with a customer here. I'm not really needing any attention. I'm dealing with a customer. I need someone to hold the joint for me while I screw something in. Do you have any clumps? We got you a bunch for your birthday last month. They're all being used for other very important things. They were not. I'm pretty sure I saw one upstairs about 10 minutes ago. I need a helper. Ashley, I'm busy. Please. Hey, I could probably She still. Please. I could. Ashley, you gotta let us work. We're not gonna get anything done if I have to keep going upstairs to home screwdrivers and confiscate stick knives. Ashley's put was legendary, but over time, Maddie had grown immune to it. Hey, no dice. What about Che? He can help me. He's in the kitchen, emptying the dishwasher. You know? The dishwasher that you were meant to empty an hour ago. Okay. It's really no trouble. Hey! Why don't I take this guy? He doesn't have anything to do. He's dead. Hey, come on. Ashley, I don't have the energy to argue with you. I'm sure that he just wants to relax. Dying takes a lot out of you. Also manners. God, we've talked about this. You've got to be more respectful in front of customers. Please. I'm happy to go upstairs. Really, it's fine. I don't have anything better to do. And I'm super dead. I'm cool with it. That's me, Keisha. Very dead guy. You sure? I can just send her back upstairs. Promise, it's fine. I just sit around and be a pain otherwise. Perfect. Come, peon. We've work to do. Deep down, Maddie knew that she wasn't giving Ashley enough attention, and that was causing her to act out. She felt guilty as hell about it. But at the same time, she didn't think she'd be able to solve that particular problem anytime soon. For both their sakes, she had to work on keeping the cafe afloat. And even if it meant that Ashley would be required to deal with stuff on her own for a little while. And she knew she was being careless. Her internal monologue was doing a very good job of whispering cruel nothings to her in quiet moments. But even then, she had to truly wonder if there wasn't. You know, I reckon this place needs more plants. God damn it, Che. Don't sneak up on me like that, you old bastard. What's on your mind, Maddie? I was drifting off. Did I look like I was thinking weighty thoughts? Extremely. It's nothing important. Just me resting. Big face. Nah, it's different this time. How so? Right now, your expression reminds me of that time you challenged that samurai cosplayer to a fist fight. Oh, you mean the one who barged in? Waving his gift store katana around and demanding satisfaction after I told him I wouldn't put 15 shots in his coffee? That's a weirdly specific facial expression to refer to. What does it look like? The natural reaction of someone who's just been threatened with thousand-fold Nippon steel? You don't have to reenact it. The memory is precious enough that I can picture it clearly. A sort of deep disgust, mixed with a ting of pity and just a touch of the derision. Huh, it's me. What am I? You alright? Real talk? I'm fine. Is this an I'm actually fine? Or more of I'm having trouble processing and or expressing my feeling and would like the conversation to move in a different direction. Fine. The latter. Pharaoh. Offer still open if you'd like to talk things out. In the meantime, sorry. Can I grab the tea towel? My hands are wet. Oh, yeah, here you go. So, did you just feel like doing the dishes by hand or? I could have sworn that I told Ashley to empty the dishwasher earlier. Nah, it's busted. Door latch broke, so we'll have to get someone in to fix it. I don't want to make Ashley wash him by hand anyway. Her arms get rusty. So I did it. No problem. Makes sense. So anyway, we're going to have to organize a repair. Unless you want to let Ashley give it a shot, I'd make the call myself, but our landline stopped working last week. We have a landline? Yes, ancient technology. You can transmit sound through a physical cable. An elegant tool for a more civilized age. Only works when you pay the phone bill though. I'd know if it'd be cheaper to get it repaired or to just buy a new one and give Ashley the old one for parts. The costs are pretty close, all things considered. Hey, don't stress. You'll worry yourself into an early grave. Hey, you spent 50 years digging holes. Can't talk shit at me about digging myself an early grave, can you, old guy? Ow, old guy. I have you know I'm barely, 170-ish. Where's the lie? It was the middle of a gold rush. Everyone and his dog was busy digging holes. The only thing different about me is that I eventually started digging up things more interesting than gold. Shh. Didn't dig up any mobile phones, though, did ya? You'd have gotten yourself a head start on learning how to work them. Hey, so, I know you're a bit stressed right now, but I think we need to put in an order for more kitchenware soon. I know. It's another thing that costs money. We're beginning to run out of cutlery though. It keeps disappearing to somewhere, so I don't know how long it can wait before we get some more. I don't know if we can afford that this month. Just everything's a bit too pricey right now. Doesn't help that the coffee cartels keep pushing prices up. I don't think the importer to suburbs over is part of a cartel. They seem quite nice. Ever spoken to them? They're obviously criminals with the rates they charge. Whole scare my ass. And yeah, we keep buying from them. Well, yeah, the beans are good, man. It's just everything else on top of them that's stressing me out. Yes. I'll happily accept the blame for some of that. It's fine. You don't have to. I know it's all on me. I've just got to figure out how to pay everything off. Everything? And everyone. The time debt we owe to the Council of Death is the absolute last thing I want to think about right now. I've lost enough sleep over it already. Hey, I'm here to help. I'm worried about you, You've had a lot of responsibility dropped on you in a very short period of time, and I can't help but feel a little bit culpable for that. I know. Yeah, I know. And I can't thank you enough. Shh, it's alright. Hold yourself together. We'll figure it out just like we always do. I just don't want to deal with it, I get it. And I don't want you to feel like I'm imposing or interfering too much. I know the cafe is yours now, and even though things are a bit much at the moment, I know I keep saying this, Maddie, but I don't know how much time we have to deal with all of this before things start falling apart. Then things are already falling apart. Regardless, you're going to have to face reality at some point. Oh my god, I know! I don't need any more reminders from you. Back off, man. The council's always sitting on the back of my mind. I'm doing my best over here. My best is all I can do, okay? Just because you're my best friend, and my old boss, and my mentor, Doesn't mean I need you preaching at me about how I need to deal with my problems. Because they're my problems now, not yours. He says very strange outfit. Alright, no worries. I'll give you some space. Might go check on Ashley. You seen her recently? She's upstairs. Dragged the customer up there, talking about clamps or something. I better go rescue them then. Be back in a bit. God damn it, he's right. We do need more plants in here, don't we? So we're gonna strap a big old stick knife to it and make him fight each other. I love it. This is gonna be great. How about I build something that gets put on that TV show? Battle Royale with flamethrowers on it. You're not gonna put one on this little guy, are you? A flamethrower? Probably not. But I want you to record the fight on my phone so we can send it to the producers. Yeah, sure thing. Let's get the knife attached. Hehehe. Pass me those zip ties. Zip ties. And the knife. Knife. And my coffee. Are you sure? Who even gave you that? Coffee. Damn it. It's empty. My coffee is empty, Kishan. The world is beginning to vibrate. Maybe it's good that your cup runneth empty, yeah? I think my cup needs to runneth with more espresso in it. How many shots did you put in there? Too many, Kishan. But did anyone ask Icarus how many shots of espresso he had? Yeah, I'm reading a book about Icarus. He flew to the sun. I'm cultured. In unrelated news, I have a headache. I think you might want to read a little more about Icarus. There's a twist ending to that one. I'm holding a knife, Kishan. No spoilers. No spoilers, promise. Alright, so just say hi. Maybe she won't sling a knife at me this time. Who knows? Hey kids. Ah! Intruder! Kishan, my buddy, my pal. Did I get him? Nope. You missed. Damn it. But wait, you threw it on purpose? Extremely on purpose, yes. I'm fine, by the way. It's just you. Would it have been worse if it was someone else? Probably, unless they were an actual spy come to steal my robot designs. Then it would have been good. I think I'm crashing. No. Is she okay? Did I kill her? She'll wake up in about 15 minutes with no ill effects. But you probably shouldn't give her any more coffee. She turns into a real goblin. Oh, she told me that I didn't make her immeasurably powerful. I mean, she's not wrong. But you know, great power, great responsibility, yada yada yada. He's 13. Kid's got plenty of energy already. Maybe not the sense of responsibility though. Yeah, I don't even know how I ended up sitting here attaching knives to robots. It's very convincing. You don't have to tell me, mate. She basically lives here. Her parents would kill me if they found out she's nearly killed me. Pretty good blind throw, though. She makes me proud in the weirdest ways. Huh? Did she learn from the best? She did, but the best definitely wasn't me. Maid is pretty deadly with knives, loves her flashy tricks. Bad habit, probably. Anyway, I'm sorry I'm being very rude. My name's Che. I used to own this place. Now I just sort of sit around and cause trouble and sometimes have knives thrown at me, I guess. I'm Kishan, and I died today. Welcome to the terminal. This looks more like a prologue. Uh, I'm alive. I'm alive? Ooh, we got a lot out here. Be nice, you know, it's scary waking up. Big lights coming towards me. I think it's reliving its last moments. Looks like it. What is happening? Hello? I do not remember having this many limbs. Join the club, pal. We're reborn in a new image. I see. I'm Kepler, nice to meet you. And I'm Jacoby. I am undefined. I don't know if that's name will stick. Its body is made of a milk carton. Should we just call it milk? No. Too basic. Imagine if you called me Goon just because I made of a Goon box. I wouldn't like that at all. Ashley was yelling about someone called Loveless the other day. That's a good one, I think. How does our new friend feel about it? Acceptable? Excellent. Nice to meet you, Lovelace. Lovelace. From your hazy memories, certain words call out to you. Okay. These words may be the key to unlocking the mysteries of what happened in this place. There was Spy, there was Icarus, Detective. Producers, cutlery, they're over there, screwdrivers. What do I need to choose? Disgust, forbidden. Okay, let's go with Goblin. Goblin. Genius. Blenders. Icarus. Responsibility. Disgust. Detective. I don't know. As they flutter through your mind, you focus on a few and try to remember what they meant. Guests. Detective. Genius. Ashley. Icarus. Lower. Goblin. Ashley. Disgust. Guests. Responsibility. Maddie. Blenders. Ooh. Perhaps with time you may be able to cling to more of the fragments that flutter through your mind. What fragments will you choose to carry with you? What is it that you will find precious? Interesting. So I'm just using them? I don't know. Still don't understand what does it mean. Okay, so we are on this moment. Cannot go up. Crucible product reviews. Thinking about alchemy the wrong way. The fisherman. Okay, wait. No, I can unlock it. Manny was about to leave the counter when an old-looking man pushed the door open. He was hunched over and he walked with a bit of a limp. And even at this distance, she could see the leathery texture of his skin. So, I have something. Where is it? No, wait. So I can unlock something in here? I know what will happen if I do this. What's the sound? Okay, I don't have them. 1, 2, I don't have this one. Counter. Crucible product reviews. I have this one. So I can open this bottle there. Oh, books. Nope. So we have this one, fisherman. Okay, we have unlocked it. Read. Manny was about to leave the counter when an old-looking man pushed the door open. He was hunched over and he walked with a bit of a limp, and even at this distance she could see the leathery texture of his skin, a testament to many years well lived. Manny had been about to leave the counter to Che, but there was something in the way the man walked that made her want to stay long enough to see if he had any special requests. She wasn't sure if she would like the man, and in fact she was fairly sure that there was a good chance that she wouldn't have much to say to the man, or much that she would be interested in hearing from him. But it was obvious that the man had paid his dues, and she felt that she owed him at least a few moments of her time. Even if he hadn't done anything in life worth of admiration, he at least had done enough to earn her respect. It was only when the man sat down that Maddie saw that his skin was cracked but not wrinkled. His body had been aged, but it had been aged by the elements and the sun more than it had been aged by the passage of time. The slight limp in his step could have easily been the limp of a young man who had spent one day too many lifting loads that were 1 kilo too heavy for him. He took the seat directly in front of her. "You serve food here?" Apparently the man was more interested in finding out what was on offer than figuring out where he was. Maddie kept herself from visibly smirking. There was something she liked about guests like that, people whose only question was what was on tap. Maddie glanced at Che. He gave a nod of assent. Yes, Che was willing to play the role of grill master today. "We do serve food," she said. The man squinted up the menu above him. "My eyes don't work too well in this light," he said. "Got a paper menu?" Maddie reached under the counter and pulled out a menu that looked just as aged as the man sitting in front of her. Its scars were from coffee stains, not cuts, but as watched the man hold the menu, there was something about the combination of the two of them that felt right to her. The man started stared at the menu for a good deal longer than it must have taken him to read everything on it. He finally spoke after a long, considerate pause. Do you suppose it would be a problem if I were to order something if I didn't intend to actually eat it? That's not the kind of thing that would offend me, said Maddie. Actually, it was exactly the kind of thing that would offend her. Yet there was something in the way that the man asked that made her feel like whatever reason he might have for not eating food he was served, it would be a good one, and she was half interested to find out what the man's reaction would be. I have the grilled halibut, he said. Halibut, said Maddie. She understood. Many people enjoyed the concept of grilled fish more than they liked it in practice, and if this man knew himself well enough to be upfront and honest about that, she could respect that. I can promise that it's never been frozen. I hope that's not a problem, she said. Sure, that won't be. Sounds like my kind of fish, said the man. The best halibut swim in cold water. And the problem with that water happens to be in a solid form after the halibut passes. She nodded to Che, who nodded back and headed back to the freezer. The man placed both of his hands on the counter and folded them. There was something serene in the way that man sat there, with no inclination to glance around and inspect the cafe he was in. No nervous movement in his legs, no strained expression on his face to express that he was waiting for something to happen. He looked so calm that Maddie almost didn't want to disturb him, but she chafed at the idea that only squeaky wheels were deserving of grease. Some wheels were just too polite to ask. Do you want a drink while you're waiting on that? I don't think I need a drink, said the man. Alright, said Maddie, picking up a whiskey bottle and placing it his field of view, a reminder of what he was free to ask for. The man squinted. Is that Jack Daniels? Indeed it is, said Maddie. The man's shoulders rose a bit in what looked like barely a chuckle. Got a fondness for that particular drink? Is that we share the same name, said the man. I'm Jack Daniel. No relation to the distiller, I had several friends who took it upon themselves to check. As you might imagine, I've seen a lot of those bottles over the years. It's the kind of gift that people enjoy giving you when you have a name like that. Is it a gift that you enjoy receiving? It's always a pleasure to receive a gift, said Jack. It's nice to know that you have friends who care about you and think about you. Is it a gift that you enjoyed consuming? I had a shelf in my flat where I collected them, waiting for other people to come so I'd have an excuse to open them. Ah, said Manny, picking up the bottle and placing it below the counter. Sorry if I brought up a bad memory. He laughed. Where's the bad memory? They're good to receive from friends and good to share with friends. It's a reminder of the people who I was close to and the things I did with them. No need to apologize for that. Maddie smiled. She was beginning to find that she liked Jack, and it seemed like Jack was the kind of person who liked her. If for no other reason than that he liked people, and Maddie was people. He chuckled with him, and she enjoyed the chuckle so much that she almost missed Jack's momentary sideways glance, and in unguarded moment when his mind seemed to be on something other than what he was talking about. It was only an instant, but it was a flicker of pain that she'd learned to recognize over the years. There was something in him that was hurting, even as he remembered his friends. A sense of loss, a regret about something left unsaid. Maddie wasn't sure. Whatever it was none of her business, but she wanted it to be her business. Well, anything you want, just ask, said Maddie. Cup of water, warm glass of milk. Warm glass of milk? How old do you think I am? Maddie shrugged. 5 or 6, just the right age to drink a tall glass of milk before being shooed off to bed at 8 o'clock in the evening. I'm just barely older, said Jack. But if I don't want that glass of milk, I guess I know who to ask. Oh, interesting story, actually. Fisherman 1. Oh, so there might be some progression in it. Okay. Let's end it here. There's no books in here? Yes. I hope you enjoy it. Smash like if you did. Leave your comments and subscribe. See you in the next videos. Bye.